Welcome to JB Trio Podcast, Season 10, Episode 4. I'm Lee McDonald Jr.
Chris, the I'm Still Banned Woodmancy.
Mark, the Ancient Warrior Merchant.
All right, and yes, you heard it correct. He is still banned. No updates on the Banned Saga. This is, part 4? No, part 5, I think, of the Banned Saga. We've had 4 previous episodes about it, all updates. This is the first part of the Banned Saga that there are no updates. Where we left you off last week is where we are today. Unfortunately, no contact has been made. We hope at least that Kim got a hold of Tim Dooley like she said she was. Maybe it's just taking a long process. Maybe they think that he deserves to not be contacted or give him time to think about what he did. You know, who knows what they're thinking, but it's been a week then that last time that we talked to Kim and have not heard a single word about it yet. So we're still hoping.
Maybe they're waiting for a written apology from Chris.
That would never happen.
Well, if that's on the table, that will happen. But
I mean, it would happen if I get one from her.
Well, again, we don't know. We're left completely in the dark. So, you know, we'd like to hear from somebody. We'd like to be able to say we talked to Tim, or maybe if he had Amber come at us, who's the general manager of the center. You know, we'd like to hear from somebody.
You know what, I'm just going to text Kim and say, hey, what's a holdup?
Well, and I'm sure she would respond and probably just say, you know how AMF works, like any corporation, that they act on instinct when the bad stuff happens, but when the good stuff happens, you got to give it a long time. You got to give it a wait.
Chris is liable to reach out to her, and she's probably going to go, Chris who?
I don't know any Chris.
He's already forgotten.
That Chris has that effect on people, so as we know. But yeah, so no emails, no contacts, no phone calls, no nothing. But we are still holding out hope that it will happen one day, that Chris will walk back into an AMF center.
Yeah, when I do, I'm going to be dressed up as Caesar.
And everybody's going to kiss your feet. You're going to walk in on the red carpet.
Then I'm going to slay Mark.
They're going to be trumpets playing in the background.
You know what? Yeah. You might be at least 5 or 6 years older.
But, you know, you guys don't play Mark's team for another at least 10 weeks because you guys just got done bowling them.
You know what? I'm going to do a sex change, and legally, I'm no longer Chris Woodmancy.
You know what I was thinking? Well, yeah, we talked about that last week. Somebody named you Cassandra in our poker league. I think that was Tanya or somebody. So maybe you could be Cassandra Woodmancy. That would make
I like the idea of somebody just opening that door on the side, and he can throw his ball from the door.
Oh, my God.
Like that link I sent.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Yeah, that was perfect. And I love the comment that Neil put down.
Neil did? Yeah.
What did he say?
That Chris will still find a way to foul.
Oh, man. So, Chris, if you become a female, then that makes your wife a lesbian.
Yes.
So maybe it won't be such a bad thing.
It wouldn't.
You might have
It'd be my dream come true.
You mean
at this point, Chris, you might have to start a wee bowling league.
Come on down.
You can do virtual bowling. Chris is at home and everybody else is at the bowling alley. He's doing the wee bowling and everybody else has the real stuff.
So why don't you let the listeners know, what the hell is it you do now on Tuesday nights?
Uh-oh.
I cook dinner. I make a fresh dinner. And then I take the kids to bed. And they go to bed at 8.
I knew you were going to say 8 o'clock because that means Camilla leaves at 8. And that means you're all alone from 8 o'clock till midnight.
Yeah. And then once I take them to bed, roughly I go down to my bed downstairs around 8:30.
Oh, no. I don't know where this is going.
I'm basically in my bed
doing puzzles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean the door's shut, the lights are off.
Oh.
I'm watching my phone. Camilla texts me, "Hey baby, I'm here."
Your girlfriend
And then,
comes over?
nope, it's just me, aloneness, dark.
Oh, I thought you had a girlfriend. I thought Andy was your girlfriend.
Oh, oh,
Poker.
far. Oh no.
And then when Camilla gets home, she goes upstairs.
No, she climbs. So when Camilla comes home, this is her home. Like, this is what I hate. I'm sleeping. By the time she gets home, I am like like snoring, and she comes in like this, lights on, taking her clothes off, lights on. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm surprised she doesn't bring you Whataburger when she gets home.
No, she said she misses that though.
Oh.
She says she misses that Whataburger night.
Oh.
Yep.
So
Steve, if it wasn't for the
I feel like I lost like 10 pounds in this month without eating Whataburger.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So your Tuesday nights is an early bed night for you, like 8:30, 9 o'clock?
Yep.
Do you put on like the Barry White music for yourself and then?
No, fireplace, fireplace rainstorm.
Oh, that's it. And then you start playing the sexy music, and then you start talking to yourself and doing things to yourself, and because you're trying to romanticize yourself.
But okay, I will tell you something really sad. Lately, ever since I've been banned, I've been watching. If you go to my YouTube, like YouTube history, it's nothing but bowling.
Really?
Nothing but bowling.
That is sad. I'm almost in tears because of that.
Yeah, it's nothing but bowling. Like EJ Tackett won the Triple Crown.
EJ Tackett. Oh,
he just won the Triple Crown. He
I
just won
know
the
he did.
Weber. And I'm watching so much bowling, and new bowling balls are coming out, and I'm like, I can't build these bowling balls.
So, yeah, but I guess your Tuesday night starts off with Rick Connor sending you some pics.
Oh my God! He still does that.
Yeah, he does.
Rick Connor still does that.
God.
He still does that for sure.
He sent me what he sent you last Tuesday, and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, you got the two black dicks too.
Oh God, yeah, it was.
Yeah, but you saw the one on the right. It was like crooked. It was like a little worm parasite.
How does his wife not think that he's like something wrong with him or something?
Yeah.
You said that. I didn't say that.
He is a male nurse, so.
Yeah, that's a great point. I didn't think about that.
You know, I will say I've never seen Camilla so outgoing since you've been banned. Seriously.
And when she brings that guy up, what's that guy's?
Yeah, the 9. You talking about the 9?
Yeah.
She has the biggest smile on her face. She talks to everybody.
She brings up this new guy to the center, and we're wondering who it is. We're scared to talk to her about it.
She told me she told you about that.
Yeah, well, it's hard to miss.
He's built. Yeah.
He is. He looks like one of the guys in that picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
she said he's built in that way.
So he's black. Okay.
Well, he's just built in that way. He wasn't. I don't know if he's black.
He's hung.
Yeah.
He's hung.
Yeah. So you better watch out, Chris. She's got a boyfriend on the side. That's why I was trying to encourage you to get your girlfriend to come over, and that way she's got her boyfriend at the alley, and you got your girlfriend at home. So
True. All this is true. But like I tell my wife, it's not the size that matters; it's how you use it.
What were you saying at poker the other night? It takes an extra 3 inches off or something.
When you say use it, are you talking like the Coke bottle there? And
never. I mean, no, not exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
not
man.
exactly.
So anyway, to get back to business, we've had a lot of our teams make up for the week that they missed. We had 4 teams miss on one night due to the flu. And most of it's because 4 of those teams, or 3 out of the 4 of those teams were all related. So they're all family and they all got affected by the flu. The one team that didn't, Brian and Matthew and Charity, they also had the flu, but it wasn't because of the family. So all 4 teams.
And let's just make it clear. It had nothing to do with Chris being banned. They had the flu.
And a part of it is because at least Chris's team.
It's Chris. They missed
missed Chris and unfortunately had to drop out. So we now have a blind team. Chris Saunders moved over to his brother and his wife's team. So they're a family affair.
Yeah, and he was rather excited too.
Was he? How do you vote? How do you vote?
Theory again has proven that Chris cannot finish his whole year with the same team. Another year.
Oh my God! It wasn't my fault this time.
This is the third year in a row.
What do you mean it wasn't your fault? You mean they banned you for nothing?
I mean, it was. I'm framed.
It was the third year in a row.
My team would have lasted this whole season. My team would have lasted this whole season if it wasn't for me being banned.
That's true. I'll give you that. Odd name that they chose. Chris Saunders when he moved to his wife's team, and Eric Saunders, who are brothers, decided to go with the team name Sisters. I have no idea why. So for those of you who have seen our score sheet posted on bowl.com, their new team name is Sisters.
How do you spell it?
Sisters. I have no idea what that means. You guys can think along your own dirty minds of what that could mean. But yeah, that's their name, Sisters. So when you hear me say in-laws or outlaws, it's actually, I'm really saying, I'm going to say their new team name, Sisters.
Sisters. Can I change their name? Can I, since I'm still like president for the duration, okay, in all seriousness, how long, if a president get impeached, how long does he have a presidency before it has to be finalized?
Well, technically, a president can get banned from places, but still remain president.
Really? Because I thought Neil was the new president.
He has not campaigned, and he has not elected himself or volunteered yet. So,
okay. So with that being said, I'm still president, right?
Until anybody does that, you are still the president.
Okay. So can I change Chris's team?
More teams could drop out.
That could happen.
Can I change Chris's team name?
Unfortunately, you do not have the power to do that.
I'm the president.
You have to get congressional approval for that, which is the voters.
Didn't you say I'm president, sir?
You're president. You cannot create an executive order for that.
What's the point of being president if I can't do shit?
You have to have congressional approval.
From who?
From the voters. They're the ones that vote on it.
No, I'm the president.
I think he needs approval from the district manager.
You know what? If he gets in hold of me, then we can talk.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's say if you did have the power to do that, what would you name him?
It would be Chris's left nut.
All right, Chris's left nut. Interesting. I thought you were going to rename them Camilla's boyfriend.
No. Chris's left nut because I only have my left nut.
How about Chris's girlfriend then?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
What's this?
Oh, no. Chris's side chick. The side chick.
Chris's side chick. Yeah, there you go.
Side team or side chick.
No, I like side chick. Yeah, Chris's side chick. That could have multiple meanings because there's another Chris on that team, and he's got his wife on that team, and maybe there's a side chick on the side.
Yeah, me.
Oh, you're the side chick.
Yep.
Okay, for Saunders, I see. I'm sure he approves too.
I bet. So yeah, so go ahead and change his name right now. Make it official.
I'll mention it to them, and we'll see what they say.
Let's go ahead and make it official now, okay? As president, I am making this a democracy.
He's the vice president, so he may side with you on that if he wants to stay in office.
I'm making it a democratic country now. So I am Hitler. Hear me roar.
It's interesting that you say that. So, but yeah, so we'll. I don't have the stuff in front of me to do that right now, but I'll push it on Chris and see what he says.
Perfect.
All right. So last week, to start off, we had on 21 and 22. I think that's where we had them. Who knows where they move us anymore? Team 12 went up against Team 8. So that is Pin High went up against, where the hell are they? Everything got moved because your friggin' team got canceled.
Sorry.
Almost Empty Nest, yes. And Bob Davis had a hell of a night, and they won 38 out of 48. They put a hurt on Pin High. But, yeah, so Almost Empty Nest comes out with a victory. So kudos to them. They were towards the bottom. Now they're working their way up. Next pair was Team 1, Hop to a Whap, which we all know what that means. Went up against Team 6, the Resurgent Housequake. And my team bowled really good. I actually had a 600 series myself, so I'm happy. Peyton had a 690 series, so he did really good. So we won 34 out of 48. We were about to lose everything. We lost all 12 points that first game, but after that, we didn't look back. I think we only lost 2 points after that and won the rest. So thankfully, we won. All right, next pair, Team 10. That's Here for the Beer. Went against Team 7, which Long Live Rock. That's Neil and them. Good match, although Neil bowled bad. That's the only thing. And because he bowled bad, they did manage to win, but barely. So they won 30 out of 48, mostly thanks to TJ and to Gilbert. Mike Wang did not have a good night. Camilla had a below average night, but not the worst. They had to be held up by Jose, who had a pretty good night. But again, it was Gilbert and TJ that won the night, so they won 30 out of 48. Next pair, Team 11, that is Three Fingers Deep against Team 2, Mark's team. A great match that night. We got balls, barely squeaked it out, 28 out of 48. So close to a Kiss Your Sister.
It's just a KYS.
They needed the KY too. And so Kiss Your Sister in full effect. Ron Reynolds was the one that held up their team. Mark will tell you himself, he bowled like shit. If that's true, Mark, right?
Yeah, because I just kept looking over at Camilla and that guy, and it was just bothering the shit out of me. Knowing that Chris was at home in bed crying, and Camilla's out there, with this guy.
It's like the crying game.
The nine.
Yeah, he was in.
So you're saying if he wasn't there, Camilla would bowl better?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
She seemed a bit preoccupied.
She had her hands full in more ways than one.
Okay.
All right, next pair would have been the only dads, but they're no longer. It is now the vacant team, team number 3 against team 5. Oddly enough, the formerly known as only dads and in-laws or outlaws have combined teams to call themselves Sisters. Sisters bowled against the blind, and they won, thankfully, 36 out of 48. 36 seems like a low number to bowl against the blind, but they were lucky to get that if you saw their scores. But they edged out a victory, so kudos to them. And then the last pair, 31-32, the first place team, the Ball Fondlers, against team number 4, the last place team, Mustache Ride. And you can pretty much guess how the night went. Yeah, it was that bad. 40 out of 48 goes to the Ball Fondlers, of course. The best team in the league, the hardest team to beat. They are still in first place at 134. My team is in second. I think I would have put us in first last week, but we're lucky to get anywhere for this team. But we're doing pretty good. We're in second. We're at 130. So they must have beat us, or they must have passed us last week. So 134 for Ball Fondlers, Hawk to a Whap, 130 in second. Here for the Beer at 125 in third. We got balls. Mark's team is in fourth. 113 is their total. Housequake in fifth place at 107. So they're team 6. Long Live Rock is in sixth place. They're at 101. Pin High drops to seventh place. They're at 95. Three Fingers Deep at 86 and 8th. And Sisters, team number 9, they're at 83. Almost Empty Nester, 78 points in 10th place. And in last place, team number 4, Mustache Ride, with only 32 points so far.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Mark, we discussed a little bit about Mustache Ride. What is going on with them? They're almost 40 points out of last.
God, 32 points. That's horrible.
They've had yet to have a winning night.
Wow. I know.
I mean, that's not even a full week.
They're at 16% winning percentage, which means that they've basically, in 4 weeks, averaged only 8 points. So 8 points a night. That's 40 losses and 8 wins. So I don't know. Have they given up, or what do you think?
Well, it definitely has nothing to do with Chris not being there, right?
Yeah, it has everything to do with me. I mean,
That is Chris's former protege, Brian.
Yeah. I don't know.
and Christian. Christian's not even there.
Christian hasn't been there for a month. He's been gone. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe he got injured or Charity Poe is a bowler that has been bowling since she's been in youth league. I thought she was in her 20s, but apparently she's 40 something. And so she's been bowling since youth league for about 30 years now. She's a 190 average in the book from last year, and she's definitely got a good average in our league. She actually is on pace if she finishes out the year. Sorry, that's my alarm with low battery alarm going off. But she's on pace to beat Camilla for high average, which has been the first female that would have beat Camilla in the last 5 years since Camilla first joined. Nobody has beaten Camilla's high average, and she will be the first one to do it.
If she does it.
If she does it, she's got to bowl in the league long enough to get 2/3 of the league's weeks in. She may run out, but she's got, week 22? So she's got 15 more weeks that count. So she could get 2/3 in. She's got to bowl the rest of the league, but I don't know if she's going to be able to do it. She's got to be able to replace Christian fully and bowl every week. We don't know yet.
I will say, I think that team has really started to drop off when Christian stopped coming.
Yeah, I think so. I think he kept them. They seem to be a bit distracted because there's a lot of kind of like with Camilla, how the males are walking around, but there's a lot of females walking around that seem to be distracting him. So I think they're more interested in talking than bowling.
Yes, they are.
But yeah, since Christian is gone, they've been on a losing streak. So either he comes back and hopefully they get back on it, or they flip the switch and find some way to win. There's also been talks, not to change the subject, but there's also been talks about if the Banned Saga, which we're on part 5 now, maybe part 6 or part 7, we hear news that Chris comes back, that they cannot form their old team. So that would mean that somebody would have to volunteer to step aside and let Chris bowl with them. Now, if by chance, if Mustache Ride decides that Christian's not coming back and they need a full-time bowler, would you be welcome to join them again?
Well, not that team, but we already talked about this. Me and Camilla, she said that she'll kick off Michael off her team, and I will replace Michael.
She'll kick. All right. How about if I give you a proposition?
What? What's the proposition?
My team being in second, if I decide to just be secretary, do like what a lot of secretaries do, and just be secretary, not bowl, and let you bowl the rest of the year for me, you'd be with David and Peyton.
Really?
Second place.
You're willing to give up your spot to be an full-time secretary, not even a bowler, to have me fill in your spot?
If you decide to come back.
Oh, Lee.
That's a deal. That is a deal. Lock it in. You heard it here, guys. You heard it here on the podcast.
I kind of wanted to do it just to hear Mark's reaction.
Okay, let me just say, that's a bad idea. We just got David back into bowling. Now, if he has to bowl with Chris, he's going to quit.
David's only back because he knows Camilla's bowling.
Yeah,
he would get close to Camilla that way.
Back.
Oh, wait, is David the 9 y'all are talking about?
No, he's been out of town. No, it's the guy that looks like Fabio.
Yeah.
They're saying the guy that looks like Fabio is always there at bowling alley on Tuesday.
Yes.
Is that true, baby?
She knows. See, she's laughing.
Huh?
See, she knows. She's laughing.
Fabio's not a thing?
No, Fabio.
Look at I'll try to snap a picture of him next.
He said Fabio is not his name.
Fabio. Yeah, it's Fabio. It's far below.
Yeah, Fabio. Fabio is not his name. What's his name, babe? Is it the 9? His rating?
Yeah, that's what his rank is.
His rank, how hot on that scale?
She won't tell you his name because she doesn't want to blow her cover.
Oh, so there is a guy.
There is a guy.
Yeah.
And she's not going to give you the information. She's not dumb. she'll give you information the moment you give her information about your girlfriend.
Well, you know what, Lee? If he's there, send a picture. I'll rate him.
All right, we'll send you a picture, but you got to send her a picture of your girlfriend.
Yeah, we'll do. I will definitely do it, and I'll also come up there to make an appearance.
There you go.
That's
So
Cassandra.
hopefully, if Tim Dooley doesn't respond, we're going to have to make a split decision that there's no more Chris Woodmansey. It's Cassandra. I hope your wife is okay with being a lesbian.
She's okay being a lesbian.
Okay. And then you get your wish.
Yeah, we both get our wishes.
Oh, wow, really? Oh, Interesting. I wonder what she would say.
I don't know what she would say. She just left. She literally said she heard the word lesbian and she walked away. She's like,
my wife is all of a sudden walking in the right time.
oh, she heard lesbian. Like,
She heard lesbian. She said, oh, Camilla's a lesbian, huh?
What'd you say?
She said, I did not say that. All right. Well, it is now time. We've definitely filled the segments up with enough gossip. Let's go ahead and dive into the segment we've all been waiting for. Beat Mark's Picks.
Oh! Bow, 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 bow.
And here we go with another segment of Beat Mark's Picks. Well, this is a 2-week total.
Saying so.
It's a 2-week total, and for the
This could
2
go
weeks,
either way. This could go a lot of ways.
yeah,
Saying so.
for the 2 weeks, Chris, your total is 7 wins, 5 losses.
Oh, that's pretty average. That's in the middle.
That's pretty average. That's almost your sister.
Last week you did go 2 wins, 4 losses. The week before you had 5 wins, 1 loss. So
Okay.
your overall total right now is 16-8, which is still 8 above 500. That's not bad. And you still hold the first place.
Yes!
Oh,
Suck it.
you weren't supposed to say that yet, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, but Lee, his total was 8 wins, 4 losses.
Whoa, I'll take it.
So his overall record is 15 wins, 9 losses.
Oh,
So
I'm only one behind.
He's only 1 behind.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all, it's more gratifying for me because I'm not even there.
Oh, God.
I'm not even there, and y'all are still losing.
And my total was...
Did it even matter? Just go ahead and skip the segment. All right, who we going? Who's bowling first, Lee? Who's bowling first, and what's the number?
We could skip it. No, it's 8 wins, 4 losses. So me and Lee both had 8 wins, 4 losses for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
But I'm 13-11, so I'm still 3 back.
Well, at least you're above 500.
Yeah. Above 500.
Yeah.
And only 2 out of second. So at least it's a match. I mean, last season wasn't even a match. I was killing you guys every week.
Yeah. So really, Chris, this might be your extent of bowling right here.
Yeah. This is my only prop.
How are you going to pull this off? You're not even there to look.
So now I know what he does on Tuesday night. He's analyzing what's going to happen for the next week.
I bet you he is. He's calling Camilla. He's calling Chris. He's calling everybody. Who's winning? Who's losing? Who's bowling like shit? So
I'm having more time to strategize my wins.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. All right, so first pair involves my team, so we're on the low end. Hop to a whap against Mustache Rye, the last place team. They've only averaged 8 points a week. So what's the spread here, Mark?
The spread is 17, and that's using the team that they've had there, Charity Poe Bowling.
Okay.
And after your comment about Mustache Ride, I know they're going to be up against. They're going to be ready and gunning for you, Lee.
Yeah, I may have put my foot in my mouth.
Yes, you may have by stressing the fact that they only had 32 on the win column.
Well, let's see if they can focus and if they can get out of this winning streak. I'll be rooting for them. Not really, but I hope that they do good. But I'm going to pick my team anyway.
Nice.
Only because Faye's been kicking some ass.
Is David showing up?
I don't think so. I think he said 3 weeks, and this would be He's only missed 2 so far, so I think he's got 1 more week of missing.
Okay. Well, that definitely helps. That definitely helps you guys.
It helps us.
Yeah, no.
How about that?
I've been trying to take Mustache Ride thinking they'd crack out of this, but I'm going to take them again this week only because, Lee, I think you might have given them some motivation to beat you.
I definitely have.
Yeah.
But Peyton's going to be tough to beat. All right, Chris. Who's it going to be? My team, your future team, or your...
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, this is my future team. I'm going to support my future team and their endeavors and all their endeavors. So, yeah, I got my future team.
All right, so Chris has got his future team, us. All right, next pair, here for the beer, his wife's team against team number 3, the Vacant. He's got influence on all these teams. His wife's on one team. He's got a future team. He's got a former team. He's got former teammates. He's got former proteges.
I'm like a virus. I'm like a bad case of diarrhea.
I think a lot of people would agree on the virus part. Or the shits. Either one. The diarrhea, shits, or virus.
Yeah, either one. You just can't get rid of me.
All right. What's the spread, Mark?
There is no spread because they're bowling.
There is no spread.
Oh, that's right. They're bowling the
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I know that Camilla's going to bowl like shit because that guy's going to show up again.
That's the diarrhea.
Yeah, it might not matter. You know, as bad as she might bowl, it might not matter because they're bowling themselves, really. So
yeah,
I got Camilla's team.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick I'm picking Camilla's team.
All right, that's a sweep.
Wow, watch them lose too. All right, next pair, Team 6 is Housequake against Team 12, Pin High. What's the spread here?
63 pins here.
Oh, that ain't bad. That could be a lot worse. And that's going towards Pin High, right?
That's going towards Pin High, yeah.
Okay. Chris, you go first this time, since you're in first.
Pin High. I don't know.
I can say that they post-bowled. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And they bowled crappy. So I don't know if it'll be a back-to-back thing, but I can tell you they bowled yesterday and they bowled crappy.
I gotcha. What lane are they bowling on?
25 and 26.
Who's on 25?
Housequake. Mike and Patrick.
And they will be throwing shots on 26 in case you're interested.
I got Housequake on this one.
Oh, okay. I got some information from Mike. I talked to Mike the other day. And
oh, wow. You say this.
No. This is not about bowling. This is about, you heard it here. So if anybody wants to get more info, keep a lookout on AD, on what's his name? Alan something? Our new basketball player. Anthony Davis. Yes. Anthony Davis. Yeah. So Mike Henderson, as you know, or some of us know, he is
just because he's black, he's not related to Anthony Davis.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
He is a high-profile limo driver, and he has given limo rides to Jerry Jones. He's given limo rides to many of the high-profile football players, including Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. And he has given a limo ride to Anthony Davis's mother. And he said that he was given some info that has yet to hit the open market. He couldn't say what it was, but he said, just be on the lookout for something big with Anthony Davis. And there's your insider info.
Nice.
Yeah. So he said something's coming down the pike. He didn't say if it was bad or good. He didn't say anything. He just said, look for something coming down the pike.
Either he dies or he leaves the team.
I mean, it could be something like, maybe his girlfriend is going to be proposed to, or it could be maybe she's pregnant, or it could be that maybe he's going to be busted for those massage finishes like what happened to Keyshawn Johnson or what's his name that's in Cleveland? I forget his name. Or the kicker for Baltimore. They both got busted for the hand job.
Oh, Justin Tucker?
Yeah, that's it.
But Lee, he probably heard this from his mom, right?
Yeah, it was his mom he gave a ride to.
Yeah, so I wouldn't think his mom would tell him about getting a massage with his father, right? So I'd imagine it's some decent like good news, you know?
It has to. I'm thinking it has to be good news. What could it be? Who knows? But she did say that she talked to Mike, and Mike told me about it, and he said it's something happening down the road. I have no idea what, but you heard it here first. So any basketball fans out there or Mavericks fans, talk to us, and we can get you the insider scoop.
Well, he probably just coming out of the closet.
Hey, I mean, you never know. I have no idea what it is. But anyway, back to bowling. All right, so Chris picks Housequake. I think you picked Housequake, right?
Yeah, I did. Housequake,
okay.
Yep.
And I can never pick for Craig's team, so I'm going with Housequake.
I'm going with Housequake, huh?
Man, another sweep.
No.
He's thinking.
I'm pulling a Chris. I'm thinking. Are they both?
He's going analytical. He's going.
Yeah, like I'm thinking about this. What lane are they bowling on?
25.
25.
Sounds like Chris. Hey, I'm good. I'm here with two Chris's.
Yeah. So they're on 25. Does this mean they'll be bowling on 26 too?
Probably.
Oh, I hate you.
I will go with Pin High.
Pin High. All right.
This is why you're in last place.
Oh, man. So he's pretending to be Chris to know how to lose. Chris.
Yeah.
All right, next pair. Team 9, the best team in the league, the Ball Fondlers, against team number 8, Almost Empty Nester. What's the spread?
I do want to make a bet after we vote on this.
73 pins.
Which team?
Who do you think's getting 70?
All right.
Have they not been readjusted yet?
There is no readjustment. We go throughout the whole year. The only thing that's adjusted is the standings. So, all right, Almost Empty Nest is getting the pins. I'm taking Ball Fondlers. They have yet to prove that they're losers, and they've beaten every team in the league. So I'm going with Ball Fondlers.
Yeah, I got Ball Fondlers too.
Yeah, make it a 3.
All right. Okay, before we go on to the next team, who wants to make a bet that Ball Fondlers will take the second half?
That they will or they will not?
Either one. It's up to you.
Well, what do you want to take?
I'll tell y'all after y'all tell me.
Oh, please. That ain't a bet.
Yeah, I mean, because I want to see what y'all say. Then I can make a bet.
I would wager that they're going to sweep the whole entire league.
Okay, Mark?
I say no.
Okay, good. I say yes.
Oh, okay. So you and Mike have a wager?
You too, Lee.
All right, me, I'll be included. What? You're
20 $20?
You're 100 against mine, Mark's 50?
No. $20? $20?
So okay, so listen, if they don't win the second half, you'll give me $20?
Yes.
Okay.
And if they win, then Mark has to give us both $20?
Exactly.
Well, then Lee, you'd give me 20 if they don't win.
Yeah, I would give you 20.
Okay. Lee, I'll be able to pay you yours. Chris will have to come down to the bowling alley and walk in.
He's good to Lee. Good to Lee. Lee comes over my house. Lee comes over my house twice a week. So you just give it to Lee. He'll give it to me.
He'll give it to you. He'll give it to you through that phone wire or whatever it is.
Yeah, I want you to come in and get it.
Smoke stack it to you. All right. So there's the wager. Ball Fondlers win. Then me and Chris win. If Ball Fondlers lose, doesn't matter who to. Mark gets to win, so he gets $20 from each of us.
Let's say that. So we say the second half. All they have to do is win the second half, not the whole thing.
Well, technically, if they win the second half, they won the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there's two different things. That's two different things. Whole thing is second half.
They only have to win the second half. Yeah.
Okay, not the whole thing. Okay.
All right.
Because if they take second, they bowl against the first place, and then they have a chance to win the whole thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So we're betting the second half.
We're only betting the second half.
Right. We'll probably double down for the whole thing afterwards, anyway.
Yeah.
If they don't win.
Yeah, I'll probably double down on that.
All right. Next pair, Team 7, Long Live Rock, Neil, Gilbert, and TJ. Against Team 2, we got balls. This is a rematch of the Battle of the East Coast. Mark, what's the spread?
7 pins.
Wow. Who's getting the 7?
That would be going to Long Live Rock.
Wow. You guys outranked them? You guys out-averaged them? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is
Chris,
it Kyle?
first.
Is it Kyle giving the pins?
Yeah. What do you call Kyle?
The mystery ball?
Mystery ball. So, yes, he is getting. Actually, I think he's bowling TJ heads up almost. TJ's at 188 and Kyle's at 185. So there's going to be 2 pins of handicap.
And what lane are they on?
29 30.
Lane 1 and 2.
The worst pairs in the house, 29.
Wait. You said 29-30?
Yeah, one of the worst.
Oh, Ron hates that pair.
Uh-oh.
Ron hates that pair. So I got Neil's team. Just because of that, Ron hates that pair.
Yeah, he does.
Fuck. We Got Balls is barely ahead of Long Live Rock, so I'm going to cheat my way out of it, go analytics, and say We Got Balls.
Oh, bad move.
Yeah, I'm going to take our team in this one.
Oh, see, we're both on you, Chris. We're going to pass you with this victory here.
Not going to happen. Okay.
Or you have a nice little extra cushion if you win.
Not going to happen.
All right, last pair, 3 fingers deep. And Team 5 Sisters. What a great name. Remember how we had, who was the name last year that I hated? What was that team name? It wasn't Here for the Beer. It was,
Edible Panties?
No, that's my favorite team. That's the best name in the
That's my
history of
favorite
bowling.
team. That's my favorite team.
That's the best name in the history of bowling right there. That's the king. But what was the other team? It was
What about Mark's old team, 3 for Felicio?
That's another good one. But no, it was Gary Vickner's team. It was Gary, Sean, and Cody. They had the worst name ever. What was it? I can't remember. All right, if anybody remembers season 8 and season 7, that was the seasons that they had that name, and I can't remember.
Wasn't like the oh my god, what was it?
Wasn't it 10-pin something? Oh, the men and the 10-pin.
Yeah, the men and the 10-pin. The men and the 10-pin. That's right. That's right. Yeah, the men and the 10-pin. The men and the 10-pin.
I mean, it's like a love story. It's like a Coke bottle almost.
That's right.
It is. It's the worst name in history, the men and the 10-pin. It's like, who the fuck sits down and says, hey, let's call ourselves the men and the 10-pin? Oh,
that's funny. That's funny. I mean, I remember one league. I think it was my second season with JB True. It was my second season. I was with Timmy.
Oh, I know where you're going.
And we named our team name because I misunderstood Tim talking, and I thought he said he has 12 cats. So we named our team Tim Has 12 Cats.
Tim Has 12 Cats. Yeah, I remember that name. That was a good one, though. I like that one. That's funny.
Because I misunderstood what he said.
That was one of the years we had the duo league. Or no, we had a trio summer.
Trio league.
But you guys had your third bowler quit on you. So it was you and Tim for the rest of the season. I remember.
I think that was the start of my team dropping out on me.
It was. Yeah. I'd say in the 5 years or in the 8 seasons you bowled, you probably had people dropping you 7 of them. I think the only one that lasted was Team Titanic.
I mean, lasted, fell apart, slowly drowned. But,
and that was the last team that was in contention, if you remember. So you were in second place that season.
We were first.
If we could relive it, when you were bowling for first against Greg's team, Greg Charlton and Elena, and they come down to the last frame of the last game to the anchor bowler that all you had to do is mark. And was it the Greek church or was it the 9-pin? I think it was the 9-pin, wasn't it?
No, it was a Greek church.
It was a Greek church. You just needed to mark to win.
Yeah.
Everybody else on the other
worst
team.
thing you can possibly get in bowling.
Gary's pissed off. He's throwing chairs. Elena's.
But it's not fair. They have 3 dudes on their team.
And then Elena's throwing bowling balls down the alley, and Greg's pissed off. All Chris has to do is mark. And he gets up there and throws a Greek church, and they lose the league.
Yeah, okay, guys. Let's not really this.
It was one of the worst things to ever happen ever in the history of bowling.
You know what? I'm happy I'm banned because I don't have to.
You were in for first place. You just had 1 ball to throw.
You might not only do you hold the record for teams that just quit on you, but you're good at recruiting people that quit.
Oh,
Oh,
it was fun. It was fun. That was a good night. One to remember. I love rehashing old memories. Old good memories. All right, so we got to get to the picks. We're almost done here. Three fingers deep. What's the spread, Mark?
64 pins.
64 pins. And this has got Andre. Andre didn't bowl last week, I think. I think he was off.
He didn't, no.
Okay. I wonder if he's coming back.
He was I think George said he was in Vegas.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like he's going to be back then. Okay.
Yeah.
So they'll have a full team. I'm pretty sure Saunders, although Eric wasn't here last week either, and they had a sub for Eric.
Yeah.
So I don't know about what Eric's position is. So I'm going to have to, oh man, this is tough because Chris is he's pretty decent. He's a solid bowler, and Tina can have her good nights.
Thank you.
Yeah. But then again, if Eric doesn't show up, they got the leprechaun.
Oh yeah, they got Gary. So, and speaking of the men in the 10 pin, that was Gary's old team. I almost want to pick them now just because of the men in the 10 pin name.
Oh shit.
And 31-32 is tough on good bowlers, so they're usually having.
Who they bowling against?
Chris Saunders and Tina Saunders and should be Eric Saunders, but we don't know.
Yeah, but who are they bowling against?
Against Eric and George the Animal and Rick Connor.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
the guy that sends you the dick pics.
I got Rick Connors on this one.
Oh, you love those dick pics, I see.
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to have to go with Rick Connor's team as well.
Yeah.
They bring me peace and serenity.
Same with me. I'll tell you, last week was a tough week. I thought Gary was the one crying, but it was one of their little kids. Gary was bowling so bad, I thought it was him crying, but it was one of the little kids.
I remember Chris got Gary so mad that he threw a chair. I'll never forget that night. He was bowling for first, and he ended up winning because one person couldn't finish out a frame.
Yep. I mean, like I said, it could have gone both ways because remember Christian? He just had to pick it up.
Yeah, that's true. He opened the door for you guys. And, he could have marked as well, but he hurt you guys when he missed. I think it was the 369 or no, 3610.
Yeah.
So
but I remember him saying after that, I'm not worried. Our Anchorman's got it.
And then
I think he did say that.
And then Brian got up. He didn't do very good. He damn near threw his bowling equipment across the alley. He said, damn it. And I knew it was up to me because I know Chris ain't going to mark. But yeah, that night couldn't have been ending more perfect.
Gosh. How is Mark still remembering that? Isn't his his Alzheimer's kicking in?
I'm surprised you didn't quit the league then.
Or get banned.
I'm not a quitter.
All right, so those are the picks. Let's see. So we got everybody. We got a lot of unanimous this week. I think we have 3 that we don't normally have. So let's see. It's probably going to be a disaster week.
Yep.
All right, real quick. Bowlers of the week. Christian Breakus breaks out with a 106 over his average. So kudos to him. Honorable mention to Peyton. He shot 693. Highest in the league, 96 over. And Patrick Manning, who was bowling against us, had a pretty good night too. I think he shot a 233 somewhere in there. So he was 62 over. Tina Saunders had 54 over her average. So she's bowler of the week for the ladies. So kudos to Tina. High average is going to Ron Reynolds, but Jose all of a sudden making a big comeback. He was at 208 last week, but he didn't bowl so good. And he's now at 207, and Neil Brady's at 202. My son Peyton cracked the 200 average, so watch out, guys. He's been on a roll and a tear here lately. Camilla Woodmansey, she is at 174.
Keep the name alive.
Yeah,
Keep the name alive.
Brandon Jolly leading the most improved males with 31 points over. Christian knocked me out a third, so I'm no longer in that group. Tina Clay is most improved over ladies at 9.75. MVP race is getting more interesting. Andre has been officially knocked out. He missed last week, so he couldn't earn a point. And now Christian Breakus won all of his points, is now leading The MVP race for all males, he's at 112 points. So he bowled Bowler of the Week, and he is now MVP in the lead. Third place is tied between Chris Saunders and Kyle Howell. Kyle, who's made a really good comeback, started the league by week 4 with only 8 points, which is like only averaging less than 4 points a week, has all of a sudden now broke into the third place spot. So kudos to Kyle for bowling really good this second half. So we're watching you, Kyle. Come on back. You won it last year. Maybe you can make it back to back. Camilla Woodmansey, she is, I can't tell what that is. I want to say that looks like it's 100 and something, or maybe it's 90 something, 95. Yeah, I think it's 95 actually. So she's in the lead for MVP for the ladies, followed by Anna Marie Davis and Tina Saunders.
When do you think there'll be a fire sale, Chris?
In the summer. In the summer. If I can't bowl the JV duos, then I'm probably gonna start Facebook Marketplace it.
Really? Facebook Market? Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Maybe get you some good Chris Woodmansey deals. Buy a bowling ball that's worth $200, sell it for $300.
Yeah, and I'll autograph it and sign. And I'll say Mark sucks dick.
Make sure to get a picture of that signature.
Yeah, I mean, you can sign it, right above your name, The Downfall of an Amateur Bowler.
That'll go on your latest video.
Yeah.
Of the chair. All right.
It'll be DFAB.
What's that?
Downfall of Amateur Bowler.
We have to make the video. All right, let's say
DFAB.
Let's say if you make an amateur downfall of an amateur bowler, and then the third video would be the trilogy, would be the ultimate comeback, and then we video you coming back into the bowling alley with your crown and your scepter,
with a wig and a skirt on.
It's basically how I see it, guys. I see it on the positive side. I see it as like Rocky. The first movie he lost. The second movie he came back.
He came on
and won. So I mean,
the only way I see that happening, Lee and Chris, is if they change the Bolero sells out to someone else.
Oh,
I'm gonna go end up buying it.
Chris's father-in-law is a millionaire, so maybe he could buy out AMF or Bolero.
Yeah. Honestly, think my father-in-law will still ban me from.
He probably would. He'd probably keep you. He'd make that not only a lifetime ban, but a permanent ban of the whole city of Louisville. So.
Yeah, so I was like, it's not really going to be something.
Yeah, it would probably be a negative in that case.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hearing us rambling on. Thank you so much for your support, continued support of my suspension. We are still working on it every day. I will text him. I'm not lying about that. I will text him first thing in the morning. So I hear anything. If you have done anything, we'll hear back. But we do appreciate Kim's support and help on this issue. So Kim is a friend. Kim is awesome. So thank you, Kim. So we're not impatient, but we're trying to get to the bottom of this. So
correct.
But guys, thank you so much for everything y'all do. Thank you for listening to us and continue to listen to this podcast. Thank you all. Come back next week hopefully we have a great news update for you regarding my suspension and that I'm still in first place of Big Mark's pick. So I know that's the only reason you're still here, because I'm still here. So I thank you so much. If you do not come back, you will be like.
It'd be like Chris losing his wife to the boyfriend.
To the number 9.
To the 9, yeah.
To the 9.
That's it.
To the 9. Mm-hmm.
Like
to
the 9.
To the men in the 10 pin.
And then that way you can start officially dating Andy.
Oh my God, never.
I'm never. You live that down.
Never.